How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Don't Escape 4 Days in a Wasteland. We're carrying on with the third day here. I feel like I had some pretty major mistakes in the previous one. I just wasn't... Time felt like such a non-issue the first day that I was really kind of pushing it the second day here, so I'm going to be extra cautious on the third day and just try to be really mindful of my time. The times where I lost time in day 2 were where I was making kind of hasty decisions. Oh god, okay, so now we're actually gonna have to worry about defending ourselves against like roaming marauders. I would just not be thorough enough exploring something. Like the time I had to ask Kate to talk to Barry, so I came and went from there like 6 times, wasting like 20 minutes or whatever every individual time, when really I could have just finished that up and saved myself a ton of effort. So I'm going to be very, very thorough. So you had another bad dream? Yeah, not a very pleasant one. There were these people, thugs, bandits. They raided our hideout. They had guns. They wanted to kill us. So we'll have to defend ourselves. What is it, Cody? You seem excited. I have something important to tell you. It's like super duper important. We have to prepare for tonight, even more than yesterday. Yes, Cody, I know. But you don't know why yet. I don't? Is it your birthday? Shh, I had a dream. There were like dozens of zombies coming towards the house. Did you somehow dream about Don't Escape 2 on accident? They wanted my brain. We have to protect it. I don't want to be eaten. They had these ugly faces, and they were slowly walking with their arms in front of them. They were speaking to me like brains. Cody, zombies are not real. You had a bad dream, that's all. What? No. Why? Your dreams are better than mine. I'm not saying they're better. So you believe me that there are zombies coming after me? No one is chasing you, Cody. I hope zombies will think you are tasty. David, there's something I have to tell. I have to tell you. I'm a werewolf. I also had a dream. You saw what I saw? No, I saw a city. I know where to find the spaceship, David. Or at least I know how to look for it. What? Where? Sidereal, the corporation that built those ships, had a number of outposts and offices across, well, everywhere actually. In my dream, I saw one of them in the deserted city in the southwest, which I've seen on the map a few times already. It was just an office, but if we get there, we might find the location of the spaceship outpost. So, you don't know for certain. David, have I doubted your dreams for 1 second? I need you to trust me on this one. We've got to get there as soon as possible. You got on board with the dream thing, like, very quickly. I feel like, at the very least, I owe you that. Before we spend any time preparing for what's coming tonight. Okay, we got quite a bit to deal with. Barry, I'm going to need a little bit of support here, or at least input on the general situation. What do you want to do today? Are you worried? Tonight, I'm worried about this whole Sidereal Plexus thing. That office is in the city. Nobody lives or goes there, and I have a bad feeling about it. Alright, well, Cody and his zombie thing, does that wig you out at all? You're always looking at him. I think I envy him. He lost, like, everything. Without family, without friends, and without anyone he knows. With a group of strangers. Who knows how long he was alone before you found him. And yet look at him. Smiling, happy, and eager to play. Even with the world dying around him. I wish I could be like that. Oh, he's bashfully kicking his leg. Actually, me too. Any new thoughts on Kate? I don't know, David. This Sidereal Plexus thing. She claims she didn't know where it is, but then she knows. Plus, she knows just so much about them. Does he mean she knows just so much about them, or like just so much about them, just enough to like hook our interest? I think he means so much. Like, it's why does she know so much? Not to mention the whole spaceship idea. Isn't this ridiculous? I would tend to agree with you, but it's been a crazy couple days, possibly months. What do you make of today? Obviously, you want to go deal with the city early on. Before we start even thinking about it, we have to go to Sidereal Plexus's office. Let's get back to this talk after we've dealt with that, okay? Barry, you got any hot takes on Barry here? I want to talk about him. What is there to talk about? He's not that fond of me, and I'm not fond of him. We still could work together. That's what's important. You don't think he's fond? You're not fond of him. I'm pretty sure he's fond of you, at least a little bit. He's a little distrusting, but it's not like he hates you. Couldn't you be, like, more, you know, human? What? Never mind. As long as you're not going to kill each other and help shoot bad guys when they come tonight, I don't really care how at odds you guys are. What do you mean? He's not that annoying? If that's what you're asking about. Ugh. No, I didn't mean that. I told you already. I think he's a poor kid. I was expecting him to be an obstacle, but for now he's doing well enough. Yeah, he saved us like minutes when we dug that grave. He contributes a little bit. Every minute kind of counts. I almost was able to build that heater last night by like 16 minutes or something. So his contributions are not totally worthless. I shouldn't discount it. Pretty sure he's afraid of me. Maybe that's for the best. At least he'll listen to someone. You think he wouldn't listen to me? David, please. Do you even listen to yourself? How can you take you seriously? What is it, Cody? Worried about tonight? Yeah, but also, do we have to go to the side Plex thing office? It sounds kind of scary. Nah, I won't reassure you whatsoever. It's happening, bud. Just deal with it. Did you change your opinion about Barry? He's still sad. It's not that easy to let go after such a loss. I know, I'm trying to cheer him up. I think today I saw him smiling. People should smile more often. Everything is better then. When you put it that way, it doesn't sound too complicated. Of course it doesn't. You make it complicated. All adults do. So insightful. The youth, always providing the much-needed perspective. She's nice, but a bit scary. How so? Like, she's pretty, but also kind of mean, but not really. Not really? Yeah, I think she's a good person. She just tries to hide it. So perceptive. Why would anyone try to hide that they're a nice person? I don't get adults. It's okay, man. You can just live your childish life forever. I hope no one ever changes your opinion on anything. I imagine I'm not going to need the jacket. I'll hang on to the paperclip, I guess. I do want to try and go digging around at the place where the RV was, because Cody made his whole half joke thing about it maybe being just in case. No, I have the truck cargo. I shouldn't overthink it so much. Oh, do you know what? I think I lost my heat absorbing tiles. I think they were specifically important for an alternate version, like how the first day was locusts or spiders. I'm assuming the second day was cold or hot. They would have been useful for that. That didn't come up. They probably don't matter anymore. But shit, they were expended. I don't have them anymore, so that's one thing. But because that one time Cody was like, I don't know, maybe treasure? It was so goofy of a thing. He also was like joking about zombies and stuff, so I shouldn't read too much into what he's saying. But like maybe zombies. Oh, achievement. Let's build a snowman. Who the hell built it then? You guys never did this, did you? You didn't wake up early one day and be like, I'm gonna go build a snowman before David does any of his annoying ass shit for the day. No one wants to comment on this? It just organically spawned in all of the snow. I thought maybe it would be an option to commit 20 minutes to making one or something to like make people happy or something like that. I'm going to that RV site. Maybe not first. 13. Oh, but I would have to walk. We got to figure out that bridge. That's like non-sustainable. I've wasted so much time walking across that 1 billion times over the other day. Oh man, these frozen bodies are real messed up. Are you sure you don't want to bury him? Because we have so much time on our hands. Okay, we buried Barry's wife to help him. So, why are they not worth getting their own funeral? Don't be snarky, okay? Of course they're worth it. We just don't have the time. Hear that? Sorry, guys. It's past our grave digging time for today. Whatever, Catherine. Yeah, you're being awful. Chill out. I didn't ruin the extension cord, did I? Well, you can't... can I unplug it from there? I can. it seems like it's likely that I'm going to want to keep that plugged into here. I can't envision where else I'll use it. I wonder if I'll still be able to start this. If there'll be issues other than fuel now that we've had these like frigid temperatures. A full gas canister, so I can boot this guy back up again if at some point that becomes necessary. I should still try and use... I don't really want to go digging for treasure. Great, looks like I have 2 kids on my team. That's... Oh, I got the achievement Treasure Hunters. It just says at least you tried. Did you really want to dig for treasure? Okay, well, apparently it's not a thing you can actually do. But, Cody, I made the effort. I think I still want to try and go down here. I wonder if I go and get that hook and rope. If I can make an attempt at that. 5 minutes, 10 minutes altogether to go back and forth. I'm willing to try it. Largely on the assumption that I'm probably, like, never going back to that RV spot. At least not for a while. I don't really see how anything else here could be of direct use. Oh, I wonder if the waters would have been useful for, like, a heat version as well. Just staying hydrated and not heat stroking out. I was going to give a better explanation of it, but that's the gist of what I was getting at. I could use this to get the rope down the cave, but I need to put it in the crack in the rocks above the cave. Okay, well that's super straightforward. I thought you were going to create a way more complicated scenario. I've inserted the hook into the crack. It sits there firmly. It should be safe to use the rope. I say we check it out. Oh, damn you. Okay, now go down. It's going to be dark as hell, right? Oh, it's really cold down here. And is there absolutely anything necessary? Oh, could we hunker down maybe? How are you holding up? You don't have to pretend that you care. Like maybe we could hold out here? That's a relief. I'm not really good when it comes to social skills. It seems like it would be easy to hide here rather than fortifying a house. He already noticed that. Guess what, Catherine? You're pretty easy to read overall. What do you think of this place? David, if you were looking for a place that I couldn't compare to a hole in the ground, you've found it. This is literally a hole in the ground. There's nothing here, just severe cold. Well, you're a pessimist, okay? I bet Barry will see the value in my shallow cave. It's cold, like Kate's heart. Hey, what? It's an accurate description. I think I have to agree. You could have said it's dark, like our future, or its bottom is as hard as life has become recently, or that it's shallow, like our current discussion. Yeah, but none of those are a big old burn on you, and that's really what we were after. So, yeah. What do you think about the cave? It's cold! Cold! Echo, echo, gecko, echo! Well, you've warmed my heart, Cody. Now let's dig for treasure. It seemed like a good idea, okay? I can't possibly think of anything else that we could do down here that would be remotely worthwhile. I just wanted to see if you could like light the lighter and look around a little bit. I think this may have been an absolute waste of time. Let's just move on with our day. I'm gonna rip some nails down off of this because I have an idea, and I'm hoping that I'm able to come across more nails in the future. Stopping at the bridge that we've stopped at a billion million times. There's still planks here. This was very specifically built to the side. Can you guys help me make a second like tire track that we could drive over and over again? Yes. Oh my god, thank you. Yes. That is exactly what I needed. Do you want to use a hammer and the nails to improve your makeshift bridge? This will require one handful of nails, but it will allow you to travel through the ravine with a vehicle if you have one. I do. And with everyone's help, it goes from being a 2-hour job to 1-hour job. Sold. That is so worth it. You even like reinforced it and stuff. It looks phenomenal, guys. You did a hell of a job. Thank you. Thank you, all of you, for your contributions to these efforts. It's insane how far that's going to go. Can you even believe it? You can go to the Plexus office in like 10 minutes. It used to take me like 25 minutes just to go to Barry's busted up house. Oh, god damn it, that saves so much time. Oh, well, I'm going to top up the gas, and then, I don't know, maybe we might never have to come back to here for this day, at least. We'll fill it up with gas. I'm also going to... Oh, wait. Oh. I never loaded that up in anything. That's fine. Alright, I'm just going to hang on to it then, in case nothing else comes up. I'll save it until I need it and use as much gas as it feels like it needs in the meantime. I'm going to take this to Barry's house and get him to do some work on it, because he said he could bust out some tools and do some repairs on the car. So I kind of figured there had to be a way to bring the car across the way, because he said that was a thing. Our car uses so much fuel. I don't think it's normal. Yeah, it's like 1% per minute. That sounds like a lot, even when we're talking non-volumetrically. There might be a number of reasons for that. From fuel injector, could you take a look? Sure. He had already talked about all that before. Barry can point out some ways to improve your car's gas mileage. You'll be able to reduce fuel consumption. It takes 80 minutes, but he basically has to do it by himself. No one's going to contribute. It doesn't drive faster, it's just less fuel. It's the start of the day. We're conserving the hell out of our time. We spent like 10 frivolous minutes up top. Otherwise, we're going to be very conservative with time expenditure. It's okay. It's okay to build the bridge and improve the car. Now it should use much less fuel. Thank you. Is there like a ballpark? We have to protect ourselves from the thugs. Apparently I just had maybe never read that yet recently. Ooh, just really quickly, it was pointed out, I said that maybe this lighthouse thing came from a Scriptwelder game, and I said maybe it was Don't Sleep. I believe the series was called Deep Sleep, and then there was like Deeper Sleep and Deepest Sleep or whatever. Another series that maybe I'll want to check out down the line. But yeah, I kind of anticipated that maybe it was a Scriptwelder internal self-reference, and that is the case. Not actually clicking it, just seeing. 7 minutes, only 5% used. 11, only 8%. Is it perfect? It didn't like... It less than halved it. Borderline halved it. Maybe like a 30 to 40% reduction. Not terrible. Still takes the time to drive between places, but now that we can drive across everywhere, I don't even care. The city didn't survive even the first weeks after the apocalypse. Hit by earthquakes, it was quickly abandoned, only to be swallowed by sands after the climate changed. I never liked the idea of going there. It was like a massive tombstone emerging from the wasteland, luring travelers so it could become a grave for more victims. Yet this place was the place we had to go to. The Sidereal Plexus. This is the place. Any questions? This isn't the outpost you were looking for. It reminds me of, these aren't the droids. What exactly are we looking for here, and what are your connections? It's maybe about time to disclose that. I don't know what you mean. Well, how did you know about the spaceship thing in the first place? Can we have this conversation another time? It's a long story. Sounds like a likely story from someone who would want to avoid talking about it. What exactly are we looking for here? Coordinates. We need to know where the launchpad outpost is located. Look for any documents or maps you can find. It's got to be somewhere here. Hopefully. We're banking a lot on this, but we're on the scale of days here, so we kind of got to risk these sort of things. This isn't the outpost you were looking for. Have you been listening to me at all? Of course this isn't the outpost I was looking for. That one had a launch pad and a spaceship. This one, well, this is an office. Yes, I believe you did cover that. No more questions. Shall we move on then? Yeah, I think we can let it go. I could kill for a copy right now, but you've mentioned that a million times. Tell me more about what you have to say here. Alright, well, she doesn't have the, location dialogue thing anymore. What do you think? I didn't go to the city too often, mostly just when Maggie needed something from here and I had to give her a lift. Living so close was quite handy. It was quite in our area, but quiet. Quite quiet, they are different words. But when we needed something, it was only a 20-minute trip. We just made it in 7, dude. maybe on foot, maybe they walked it. It changed a lot. I mean, Just look at all this. It's even worse than anywhere else. Wonder what happened to all the people. Simple. They either moved out or died, buried in the sand. Ew, it's morbid. No one go digging in the sand. No, like, sand castles or moats or any of that shit, Cody. It's not worth the risk. It's almost like a disaster movie. One time, some other boys from the orphanage wanted to watch this film about a huge earthquake. The whole city was devastated. It looks similar, just much more sand. We kind of are in a catastrophe movie right now. Can I be the main hero? And I will save everyone at the end. Disaster movie or zombie movie, man. Pick one. That role's already taken, kid. Oh, come on. You're not going to give him main role. You don't want him to be the John Cusack in this situation? Cut the kid a break. But you can be my sidekick. Yay! I don't know enough disaster movies to know who's sidekick. The day after tomorrow, Jake Gyllenhaal. Who was in that movie with him? One of you is Jake Gyllenhaal. Congratulations. I'm very jealous. A Sidereal Plexus office building. Apparently, that's about the extent of the interacting we can do. You either go to the office or you don't. So I say, onwards and upwards. Let's hoof it over here. A big sand dune. Up we go. Should be fun. Is this going to be a real legitimate option? When I first had to go through the sand at the beginning of the game, I had to empty things out of my pack. It takes 5 minutes. Well, yeah, let's see if there's anything to survey. A way to the roof. Well, crap. I feel like I'm kind of committed now. I didn't really get an opportunity to look before and see whether or not this would be like a worthwhile endeavor, whether things were accessible inside or not. Now we're kind of committed, though, aren't we? Yeah, I feel like whatever. One way in is as good as the other. What do you think? I hate it. I used to hate offices of all kinds. Now I have one more reason to do so. I don't like it either. Did you also hate the Steve Carell version? He was just such a big fan of the original that he wasn't willing to accept the remake, and then he just hated them all. He never got over it. What do you think of this office? I don't like being here. Can we go already? This place is wrong. It's evil. Can't you feel it? I don't like this kid's intuition. Let's never ask him shit again. Oh, watch out! Barry! Oh, shit. That was a weak-ass roof. Oh, God. God, oh, God, oh, God. So I'm helping Barry first. Are you sure you want to save Barry? You might not have enough time to save both your friends. Can I use a rope or some shit? I use rope with a hook on Barry. I don't know. Am I supposed to make this decision more quickly than I have been currently making? No, Cody, can you hear me? David, we're on a roof and this hole seems to go all the way down. It's at least a 4-story drop, if not more. He couldn't survive that. Maybe he did. Maybe he landed on sand. Exactly my hope and thinking. How can you know? Cody! David. Fuck. Can we, lower ourselves down or something to investigate to see what the hell's going on? What can we do? Give rope? You okay? I'm fine. I'm not going with you, though, it seems. Shit. I grabbed Barry because I figured he would be able to contribute, that he would help tasks go more quickly. I know I'm a bad person, but that was my decision making. Why didn't you save Cody? I wanted to save you both. I thought maybe I could make it. No, you knew. Fuck. Oh, why do you have to guilt me like that? Of course I knew. It's a split-second decision that I made over the course of 20 seconds. Oh, come on. Don't make me choke on that guilt. Yes, Barry, I knew. I had to choose. So why me? Don't ask. You won't have to suffer anymore. Oh, you were more valuable. That makes me want to cry. Because that's the decision I made from a gameplay perspective. Not from a I'm dealing with real people perspective. Come on, man. Don't put a knife in my heart like that. The world isn't any good for kids. It has no future to look forward to. It sounds even worse when you said it. I should have just said don't ask. Cody had suffered enough. It's so unfair. David, I know this is terrible, but we can't let him die for nothing. Get to the opening. I'll try to find another way in. Find the location of that base. Look for documents or a map of some sort. We'll just meet up later. Good luck. Son of a bitch. I'm going to save here, even though I don't like this, that I would hopefully never have to return to this save point. I'm kind of hoping that Cody's doing fine. I'm saving because the car and the upgrading and the bridge and everything are decisions that I feel committed to, in case I fail at the end and have to take a massive step back or something. This chart has some lines at different heights and curves. I have no idea what the hell it's all about. Doesn't matter then. Let's move on from... Let's not get too hung up on that. Time wasn't very merciful to that particular computer. Dude, apparently we have nothing to discuss. I would like to talk about it personally because I think we're all going to be traumatized forever, but the computer doesn't work. Of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. I'm hoping when we meet back up with Kate, she will have somehow saved him. Cody's dead. I couldn't save them both. Far out. That's awful. It's completely collapsed. I can't do much about it. Well, we can expand our rock collection. How about that? In case of emergency, break glass. I think I've done enough glass breaking for now. Maybe a little bit more? I doubt anyone would come to the rescue anyways. Yes, that's probably fair. Probably a reasonable assessment. The elevator is stuck mid-floor. I don't think going inside would be a good idea. Are we going to have to spend time on the stairs? Oh, good. How big do you think this place is? No idea. It looked quite big from the outside. It's probably mostly buried with sand. I hope we find those coordinates fast. Lead the way, but watch your step. I should find the outpost location before going any further. I want to book it downstairs and see if we could help Cody. It's just a shaft. It's dark like our future. It's dark and hollow. We're basically stealing Catherine's joke. Risk of being crushed by a heavy thing is extremely high. Don't want to bother with that. Locked. This looks dark as hell. Kind of scary. Oh, a dead body. He has an ID on his neck. Well, hopefully we can at least use that to gain access. Jacob Salmon? Maybe it's Salmon? Ooh, there's something on the other side. A key, I'll take it. Nice, glad I inspected. Effects. Confidential. We evacuate to our designated launch pad. I've emailed you the map. Please find an email titled Escape and open the attachment, and then don't do it, because otherwise you'd be flying in the face of the point of this game. In front of the building, 3 buses were waiting for everyone. Buses A and B are being prepared for less important employees. Good to know that your importance has been ranked within the company. Please ask for seats in the coach marked with the letter C. Departure at 9. C is the only bus that goes to the launch pad. I was kind of wondering, that's lifted straight out of like a famous piece of sci-fi literature or something like that. I think it's ringing some bells. Have your ID card. Also, did they do that in like a Treehouse of Horror episode of The Simpsons? But like nothing in The Simpsons isn't a reference, so I still stand by that. Have your ID cards with you. It's super important. The crucial thing is to keep calm and to follow orders. The trip to the mountains will take less than an hour, and the departure is scheduled for 2. From there, you know what happens next. The sleep process will take place right after landing at the target location. Remind yourself of any training instructions you will need. There is a strict and complete ban on talking with people from outside of the company. Do not share information with colleagues, friends, or family. This will help us avoid panic. So if anyone wrote anything down that would be like a strict violation, getting access to the emails seems like the only thing. Remember, sharing any information is forbidden and excludes you from the escape list. There are only a few days left in this world. Let's just keep it quiet. We do not want any hindrance at the end. Other instructions will be available on site, including group assignments and locations to which you will be sent. So people had to they would have had to have already departed, right? It's not like they're talking about these last 4 days the same way we are. The city fell within the first weeks of all of this happening. These people were evacuated forever ago. So they probably already launched their shuttle, right? And got the hell out of here. group assignments and locations to which you will be sent. Each of you will be briefed about what happened so you can share the information at the destination. It is very important, crucial, that we do not repeat the same mistakes anywhere else. Just remember, the only way to escape is to stop running. What's this little tag on the side? It's not powered, or it's broken, or both. I thought the sticky note on there might be useful. A silencer? A gun silencer? What is it doing here? Maybe it's the reason there's a dead guy at the desk. That's a pretty terrible way to get fired. Probably not. I don't know. You could probably look for bullet holes. You could spend some time upgrading your rifle. Adding a silencer would make it possible to shoot without drawing a lot of attention. It'll take a full hour. You'll just like screw it on the end. Maybe it doesn't have a helpful screw piece at the tip of it or whatever. So it seemed like it would have been a real great idea. I guess it's not a real thing we can do. Alright, I want to try and use this key right here. Presumably, yes. Expanded access. Power, backup battery. Hell yeah, flick that shit on. Emergency power supply, pin A50, pin B10. Okay, we have to connect all of these things so that it ends on the other side at the appropriate value. Back down to 0. No, I gotta think through this in a different order. Maybe we have to replace or repair some of these pins, because right now so many of them are negatives. The highest you would ever get it is 25, so at the very least I want to get it up to 10. Get B to 10, that is, and see what that does. So we're at 0, at 10, and connect to B. So we got one thing going for us. Oh, I'm an idiot. I forgot that these have their own values. Alright, 60, 0, minus 10. This is going to take some pretty serious trial and error. 0, 0, maybe not so serious. 65, shouldn't you be at... Oh, these aren't nothing. It's just faded. Yeah, so now I know that that one is 15. 30, 10, 10, 50. 0. So what does that put us at? 0, 0 minus 20. This one is 20. Oh, that's simple enough. If that's 20 and it gets us to 0... No, I didn't think that through at all. So probably there's something that needs to happen for both of them, meaning I would have to undo... I have to take this one apart in some way. Alright, I think this has to go up top here. And that should get that one to 10. Now I need to come up with my alternate. 15 doesn't do the trick. It's 10 too high. So that's a nice easy swap. Boom! Well done, me. Okay, that was a cool little logic puzzle. It wasn't like too big of a mind bender, but just enough. Oh, it looked like there was a piece of paper on the top there that maybe I could deal with. Alright, let's get into the emails then. And learn where the hell this place is located. User Quirt Pass Admin 1. Great job, dude. Oh, there's a lot to go through here. Do we read all of this? Leaves from Natalie Stanford to Douglas Corney. Jessica Mosswell. Ooh. If it's March in the game time here. Oh yeah, and I feel like it was March all the way back when the moon first exploded or whatever. So it's going all the way. Now it's in like November or something in the game time. Jessica's on leave, so human resources is your responsibility. Doesn't seem useful. Visitors. List of people visiting from World SP4? What the hell is World SP4? Is that just like another job? Or is there literally another world? When it comes to Mr. Sampling, he will be accompanied by Catherine Mayweather. She's our new pilot. Please keep her on a need-to-know basis only and do not disclose any confidential information. There's not much time left until they arrive. Catherine Mayweather. Pilot. Could that be Kate? Absolutely yes. We really need to have a talk. Who was Jonathan sampling then? Geology, cosmology, and crystallographist, which kind of reminds me of the whole everything that happened in Don't Escape 3. Treat this task as a priority. If she was on a need to know, maybe someone revealed a bit too much to her. She wasn't supposed to know. about any of that. Breach of company email policy. The hunt is on. Hey, so we talked during lunch. We should totally go hunting this weekend. I've got a lodge a few miles away. Oh, okay. Just doesn't sound that interesting. There's bear traps and stuff. Perfectly legal, but who cares? Ooh, attached map. Okay, maybe I'll read it more carefully. I've got a lodge a few miles outside of town where I keep hunting guns and bear traps. That'll be really awesome for defending our hut. The traps are not perfectly legal, but who cares? Nice forest with lots of game. Bring me the map. This place might be worth checking out. I've marked it on my map. From Catherine, dinner to Douglas Corney. No, Mr. Douglas, I will not go out to dinner with you. Okay, so maybe he wasn't the one who leaked it. Still the number one suspect, I would think. I could say I'm sorry, but while I don't know you, I assume you'd value me as a truthful person. As such, I have to tell you, I'm not really sorry. Poland's sorry not sorry is 20 years ahead of her time. You have to submit a corporate compliance report by the end of the week. Please fill it out. It's corrupted. It didn't sound that interesting anyways. I've been working on configuring the power output of the backup battery on our floor. As you know, it's a little bit makeshift. The guys below us don't have one. It's possible to rewire our battery if needed. Just make sure the feed pin A with 15 and B with 40. I'm writing that down. You'd better print it out or write it down, because once you start rewiring, this floor will cut off from emergency power. Not that it's likely to happen, though. Our grid is secure and will last till the end of the world, he says. Hey, how about hunting this weekend? As you may be aware, an unforeseen incident took place on the surface of the moon. Despite the incident, today is still a normal working day. Please do not panic. Additionally, we would like to remind you that you're legally obligated to not panic. By the company agreement to deny any connections between the company and the recent incident. Important. Are we in danger? No. Remain calm and proceed with your duties. The explosion on the moon poses no direct or indirect threat to Earth and or to the company. Great. I'm glad to know the company is going to be safe. People say the moon's going to hit us. Is it our fault or not? I have my doubts. Can you give us any more detail? As you may be aware, an unforeseen incident took place, going back and forth about the moon. The escape. This is the important one. All VIP personnel and researchers must evacuate immediately. Please find attached map with the launch pad location. It might be useful in case transportation fails. Mr. Sampling, if you're reading this, one of our employees was causing trouble by spreading unsettling emails. As requested, he has been disposed of. That's the guy who was just murdered on the side there? Jesus. We have the location we need. I've marked it on my map. Now I can finally get out of here. But what was this bastards? Basta. Oh, this one never got opened. From Joshua Simar, which is the guy who is dead on the side there, I think. You bastards, you did it! You finally blew it up! You thought nobody would find out? You've destroyed the entire world, you maniacs! I'll make damn sure every police department, every military organization, everyone will forcefully detain each and every one of your workers on site. You're no scientists, you're all charlatans. There will be no place on Earth for you to hide. Joshua Simar, Sunrise Telegram. Man, it was a terrible, terrible mistake to go ratting them out. Let's see what's going on the internet. Dang it. I just wanted to look up some sweet, sweet internet goodness one last time before the end of the world. Look at some spicy memes. Some 1996 memery. Oh no, this was Jacob Salmon. Salmon, whatever the hell his name was. Not where my direct interests need to lie. David, yes? About Cody. Listen, it wasn't an easy choice, okay? If I could have saved both of you, I would have. I know, David. Do you think he suffered? I hope he didn't. I hope he's still alive. Honestly, somehow. 1540. Let's just focus on that for now. That was easy enough when I already know what these things are valued as to get that one. And that one took a couple attempts, but I figured it out relatively quickly. Pretty proud of myself with how quickly that seemed to have come together. Well done me. Shit, it's not looking too hot down here, dude. Fire hose locked in a glass cabinet. Well, you know what I think of glass cabinets. Smashy, smashy. Always the right call. Ooh, okay. I don't have a plan for that just yet. How about, no, you're too busy not contributing to the team? Fine, you can sit there and worry about Cody all you want. I'll save us, just like I've done all along. And I'll do it to keep my mind off the fact that I basically murdered a child. Locked from the other side. Well, shit. I can't fit in there. Oh, do you know who probably could have? A little boy. God damn it. Help me with this, Barry. Are you kidding me? It's too heavy. What if you pulled a rope to it? Or what if you tied this to it? Bad idea. Yeah, I don't really know what the intention was. Can't do that. Well, honestly, I don't really see why turning on the power was useful at all then. Can we just crowbar this? I don't think so. Can we... Oh, we don't have an axe. I was thinking, can we here's Johnny that situation. Oh, can we just rappel our way down the elevator? That seems a little sketchy. And it also sucks because it means we don't really get to utilize the fact that we turned on power here. Maybe it affects all rows or floors below. I don't have any other real thoughts on it. Is there any way we can pry our way down and like come... There's no like vent here that we can use to suddenly pop out in this room. I was hoping there would be an option for that. Maybe this light wouldn't be on without power and we wouldn't be able to see what we were doing and it just wouldn't work. 5 minutes to climb down. What does it cost to climb back up? Only 5 minutes. Pretty impressive that it takes the same both ways. It's completely collapsed. I can't do much about it. Lab 14. That suggests the existence of 13 more labs. That is true. But there's also a sign in a building that I work at that says Lamp Project, and I don't think that means anything, so I don't like to read a lot into random ass signs in researchy looking buildings. Lab 13, unlike the neighbor lab, this one could be undamaged. Perhaps it's unlocked? It's locked. Well, we already spent that key, so that's not an option. It's shut tight, nowhere to fit a crowbar. Barry? Shit, I can't even interact with Barry. Cody? Maybe? Oh, fuck. Come on, man. Shit. There had to have been a way to do this that involved not going up to the roof. Right? Oh my god, he's alive. Is this like a mattress to the side here? Could we position that or something? That'd be stupid. You'd have to predict the future. Cody. David. Jesus, buddy. Where's Kate? She's fine. I can't move. Cody, stay calm. You'll be fine. It's cold. Everything is going to be fine. I'm so scared. Don't go away. Just stay calm. I'm here. I'm right here. Dad, where have you been? Oh god, is his text fading? Don't go away again. I've lost my plushie tiger, Dad. Oh man, someone pointed out that the plushie is also a connection to that deep sleep game. I don't know where it is. We'll find it, Cody. We'll get it for you. Hold my hand, Cody. I'm here. Cody? Fuck. God damn it. Well, poor Cody. I have to leave him like this for now. Maybe after finding an exit, there'll be time to honor him. Hey. What are we gonna do, man? What are we gonna tell Kate? I can't stop thinking about Cody. I found his dead body 16 seconds ago, and it's all I could think about since then. About how I failed him. Don't blame yourself. Sometimes things just go wrong. But then again, you should blame yourself because you could have saved him. Oh my god, that is basically what he says. It should have been me. Stop saying that. Let's just hope he's in a better place now. crap. It's 1,000 times crap. Why did that have to happen? At least we got to be with him at the end. He got to have a moment to, like, connect with his dad. But, like, that's not worth it. What exactly were you doing, Sidereal? What was your game? I don't know, man. I don't feel like being much of a detective at the moment, honestly. I guess we'll never know what they did here. Probably similar, another mystery lost forever. We're probably not going to be introduced to many more of these labs. I've unlocked it. Kate. Oh, David. You've got the location? You really don't care about Cody, do you? Don't you want to ask about him first? I just assumed he's dead. He died for this information, Kate. He died for God's sake. Like I said, that's what I assumed. Okay, I assume I've got your stupid map then. Show me it. Take a look. The launch pad is here in the mountains. We can go right away. What about your dream? The bandits? Raiders? What about them? If we get to the launch pad fast, they won't be our problem. I have to assume that all this time in the Wasteland's grizzled, Kate. I don't want to be too judgmental here. I don't know, David. You had that dream. It might mean we won't escape them just like that. If the ship is still there, it might require a lot of work before it takes off. If those thugs follow us, oh man, is there a possibility that everything failed? Like that no one ever took the ship? Is that what we're banking on? What if they follow us there? No, they can't find out about the ship. We have to deal with them first. We have to stay one more night. You realize you're putting our lives at risk. They have guns. We can't lead them to that ship. Kate, you're going to have to tell me about your involvement with this goddamn company, okay? I was expecting something more, to tell you the truth. I heard so many things about this place, but I never made it here myself. Till now, of course. It was once a huge city. Bigger they are. The best defense is a good offense. Don't what me. If we want to have any chance, we need to go to their camp and do as much as possible to stop them. A little sabotage won't hurt. Actually, maybe it will. It will hurt them. But that's the point. Just make sure we don't get spotted. We wouldn't stand a chance in an open fight like that. Do we know where their camp is? Tell me about yourself. Mayweather. Catherine Mayweather. I guess we don't know that that's her, but... Huh? Is that your name? Why do you ask? I've seen it in one of the documents. You worked for Sidereal, didn't you? Briefly. I didn't even know where this office was before the dream I had. And I definitely wasn't important enough to earn my place on the lifeboat, it appears. I'll have to take your word for that. I'm not going to grill her about Cody right now. Why hide it? Why conceal that information? Isn't it obvious, David? Sidereal caused it. All of it. The moon? Yeah, and more than that. I wasn't directly involved, but you can imagine I don't want to be shot in the face by a stranger for mentioning that my employer has accidentally destroyed the world. What else are you hiding, then? Nothing. Jeez, David. I'm sorry, but I think you know more than you say. That turned out to be the truth in the past, and I think it's still the case. Alright, you don't have to trust me if you don't want to. Just help me get to that ship. I guess she's not really obligated to share more, is she? The ship is gone? Yeah. So from the documents I've found, it seems people from the office were evacuated on the launch pad. Wouldn't that mean the ship is long gone? It's not gone. How do you know? Dreams, David. I also keep having them. So maybe they did fail to get there in some way. Where do you think these dreams are coming from? How is it even possible? I believe those are visions, sent by someone. I think you're crazy if I didn't have the same thoughts myself. Maybe we're both crazy then. Well, that's always possible. Aliens? Connected to the space a little bit here? Now, I feel like we really briefly at least have to address this Cody situation. I failed Kate. Cody, please don't start that now. When should I start it then? It's not like we have a lot of time on our hands. Listen, Cody was a good kid. And I miss him. And I feel sorry for him. But we can't stop now. We have to carry on. There's nothing we can do for him now. Maybe Maybe what? Nothing. Let's focus on survival. Barry, can we talk a little bit, bud? How do you feel about this? Are you worried? A little. We're clearly outnumbered. They probably know how to use weapons. I'm quite good with those as well. At least one of us is. It won't be enough to defend our hideout. We need to do our best fortifying this place. Okay. Okay. That's... We have a sense of direction then. Cody. I'm sorry, David. Poor boy. I'm sorry to show you that too. I guess I felt in some way like you needed to see it, but I also just wanted to not abandon this before we had a chance to look things over one more time. This place is terrifying and dangerous. Oh, come on. I mean it. Remember what happened on the roof? Let's not stay here any longer then. How about that? We have things to do. I wonder if something wouldn't have worked if I didn't activate the power in some way. I don't know what to make of that, but I feel like we've probably accomplished everything here that we possibly could have. If we're going on the offensive with the bandits or whatever, then I probably am going to want to commit to making that silencer. Everything here is either collapsed or full of sand. Back to the front. There we go. Oh, what do you know? You could have just walked around it? Oh, do you know what? That probably was an option right from the beginning. It was just never going to work. I had to climb up and around. And then this. Shouldn't there be a door here? There is. It's probably a few feet under all that sand. We could bring a shovel. Are you serious? Digging a desert's worth of sand would take us hours. No time for that. Let's look for another way in. Shit, are you kidding me? Would that have been an actual option? Oh, man. I almost guarantee there had to have been a version of this that involved everyone surviving. I have to think that. I personally guess I don't want to get bogged down on that, but it seems like a reasonable possibility, at least. Oh, we can't even go and investigate it at this point. It's going to use all the fuel. Oh, half the fuel. Okay. But, like, we probably could have saved Cody, right? I don't want to get too hung up on that, though, because otherwise I'm going to drive myself crazy. Wow, this is really detailed and awesome looking. I like the shadows of the trees and everything. And, like, the leafy ground it just looks like pixely, garbled nothing. But at the same time, it looks really good. It's, like, very convincing. I like it a lot. It looks awesome here. Just being complimentary and optimistic for a change after losing a child. So what do you think? It's not that great. Could be easily compromised. Door is gone. Even if we secure the windows, it would still be easy to get inside. Do you always have to give me those tactical explanations? What else do you want from me? I never say how I feel, not even to my therapist. I'm surprised you have a therapist. That is kind of shocking information. What do you think? I don't have any opinion about it. I know people from the city used to come to this area for hunting season. Everyone has some kind of hobby. That wasn't mine. I hit a deer once while driving. Maggie shouted at me for the rest of the day. I think she was more worried about the deer, though. Yeah, I hit a bird with my car once, and I hated that. I could barely stomach that. I doubt we're going to stay here and fortify this spot, right? Maybe we're just going to take the weapons and bear traps and things like that. Scratches, so obviously the couch can be moved. Visible scratches, as if something was pushed back and forth repeatedly. A picture of a caveman. The painting depicts a wolf or a large dog on a snowy hill. There's a human settlement in the distance. Night is dark and the sky seems hazy. I think I've seen this picture somewhere before. If it's a wolf or what have you, I guess I do miss the brat a bit. I'm guessing that's a reference to Don't Escape 1. There's a wolf in the village, you know. Just that quick moment of Catherine being a human being. I did that all by myself. Didn't even need to request help from anyone. Hunter's trophy with antlers. We could take that and use that in some crazy cockamamie Home Alone scheme. One of the antlers is skewed. I can't reach it. Ooh, is it a lever? A secret lever? The fireplace is empty. A thick layer of ash on its walls and floor. It smells like burnt wood, as one would expect it to, yes? Pantry. Huge bear trap. So, how are you, Barry? This is going to be very uncomfortable. You really don't have to pretend that you care, Kate. I'd probably rather that you didn't. Oh. Fine, then. Oh, I feel bad. She was trying to, like, genuinely outreach. I was afraid I'd have to be nice for a longer period of time. Oh, so many defense mechanisms. Cody saw straight through your shit. Bottle of whiskey. Yep, that's coming with us 1000%. Rifle scope. That could probably be attached more easily. Nope, it also takes an hour. God damn it. I imagine that'll come in handy down the line. Hanging meat on the walls. I mean, it's like drying or whatever, but that also reminds me of Don't Escape 1. It's not even an option to interact with the windows, so I'm going to assume you can do it, Kate, just a little longer. I just assume that we're never going to have to come and reinforce this or anything. I can see the back of the lodge from here. Just like a workshop clamp. This doesn't look like it can be pushed or maneuvered in any way. No one has anything to say about the pantry itself. I would say down into the floor safe we go then. Shit. Well, that's going to be an option. That's going to be where we dedicate our time in a minute here. First, let me just unload the obscene amount of random crap, heavy crap, that I'm carrying with myself that's occupying space. Alright. Path to the back. Oh, shit. What a terrible stink. Oh, that's a mangled ass. I don't even know what. Animal. Generic animal carcass. It's hard to say what it is. It's kind of ruined, I would say. Not much to be discerned from there. Probably like an ungulate. No need to go to the outhouse. Let's rule that out entirely. Are you okay? I'm not going to talk about it right now. It's crawling with maggots. I think I'm going to throw up. Oh, should I hold your hand? God damn it, Kate. This is sickening. I agree with David. The smell is revolting. Alright, it stinks like hell. I'll give you that. Do you want to remove the corpse and prepare the trap for another use? Only 18 minutes. It's gross and stinky as hell, but many hands makes maybe less disgusting work. Now I smell no better than that dead boar. Bear trap. Be careful, I would suggest. Or just go at it like nothing. Like, don't even hesitate. Just grab up as many of those traps as you can get your little dirty little paws on. But don't get them in the trap. Just on is fine. You don't want to be too careless there. Is there honestly not more? Oh, shit. Well, I guess I still have to get into that floor safe somehow. Is that crowbarable? I haven't crowbarred anything in a while. It's got to work sooner or later. 18 minutes to pry it open. That's not so bad. There might have been another way in. Oh. And I wonder if I had the rope and the hook or something. If I could try and grab that. Do I still have the rope and the hook? Did I put that away? If this would have opened up the thing, I'll be bummed. I wonder if it's like a secret lever or something that seems like it could maybe be a thing. Bad idea. Okay, it's not going to let me do it. I feel less bad about it then. For thinking it. There was a revolver in the safe. There's still something there. There was rifle ammo. Ooh. There was a box of revolver ammo. And the safe is empty. So I have a rifle with a bunch of extra ammo now at this point. Revolver also with ammo. A box of rifle rounds. And an entire box of revolver rounds. I have more of that sort of stuff than I even thought maybe I did. I see no reason to go to, like, essentially any of these places. I think we can safely just go back to the house and start planning our setup. That feels like I haven't done nearly enough. Is providing power to the house for the night, for the day, going to be useful? Is that just going to attract bandits? How are we going to secure these windows? Are we even going to? That's a legit thing I'm uncertain about, honestly. Like, do we need those to see, to shoot through? Seems like a good place to save. Do you know what? Maybe I just put the metal grates up, so at the very least, they can't just come flying in through the windows. That might make a difference. 10 minutes to disassemble. Now I'm curious, do I have, like, this will be the third time I've been, like, nailing things up to one of these walls here. Is it remotely possible that these frames can still support more construction? I guess you would call it, because it seems like I'm really pushing the limits here. 25 minutes this time. Because the window frame is rather worn by now, it's going to take a bit more. Can I duct tape it together? Do you want to use duct tape to affix the metal bars? It still is going to take the same amount of time and a similar amount of security, but I guess I did use more nails to build that bridge, so at least now I have that as a backup. I know I can use duct tape a little bit when necessary. I think we need to enhance that security. I honestly don't know if doing more for this is worthwhile at all, because I can't imagine how these bandits would get up high, but I'm sketched out by that as a prospect, so I'm going to go ahead and keep fortifying. Before I waste more time on that, I just thought of something that I, like, need to do. Get drunk. That's what it was I was gonna do, of course. Oh, shit. I tried to go straight to the burger joint. While you were traveling past the gas station, you saw some movement around that area from a distance. Do you want to investigate? Yeah, but I want to investigate from a distance. It's unclear if that's how this is going to play out. I want to go to the burger shack for the room that all the locusts were in. That it was like, they'll die in the cold tomorrow. We'll see how this plays out. Shut up. We stick to the plan. Stop. You hear that, guys? Yeah, somebody's talking. Shh. We won't catch much from here. So we're just planning on going to their house and shooting them all dead? We could sneak to the shop and listen from there. Is this the shop? Yeah. Okay, sneak to the shop. Oh, and now this spot that I thought looked like a surveillance spot all this time, like looking through the window, is finally being used in that way. And that's why I'm not sure if it's a good idea. You're a coward and a fart knocker, Sarge. Also a fort knocker. He kind of is a fort knocker if he's planning to come barrage our fortress of a house. We need their supplies, so we're going to take them. And their crib is totally dope. Amazing defensive spot for us to use. My point exactly. It's going to be a good defensive spot for us. It is a good defensive spot for them. Don't crack me up. We've been watching them for some time now. It's just two dudes, a chick, and a freaking brat. One trifling happy family plus a blazed uncle. And there's freaking 20 of us, including your army boy scouts. Yeah, I guess you're right. Damn right I am. I want your men to be ready at dusk. I've welcomed you and the gang, but it's time to start paying off, Sarge. Yeah. Alright, we're heading back to the construction site to tell the boys the plan. I think I know what construction site he's talking about. I've seen one back in the helicopter. I'll mark it on your map. Maybe we'll pay them a visit later. Okay, I got a lot more I need to do today then. You coming? Yeah, I'll just finish getting that fuel and take another look at the gas station shop. Okay, catch you later. Good thing I fueled up when I did. Yeah, later, jerk. I'm so goddamn lucky that I chose to fuel up. Oh, I could, like, sniper shot him right now, couldn't I? Possibly. Is this a terrible decision? I don't know how good of a shot we are. Right? Like, do we take him out? What else could we do? If we don't shoot him, what else could we do? I have a plan. One of you... Wait, she already has a gun. Yeah, she already has one. Alright, Barry... I could give this to him so he can defend himself, but I should load it first. I thought I did that. Oh, I tried to use the wrong ammo. Perfect. Okay. Barry, take this. A gun? You know how to use it? Yeah, it's just... I'd rather not have to use it. I know, me neither. But sometimes life doesn't leave you any other option. Thanks, David. I'll use it if everything else fails. He's one guy by himself. We have two people here in like a defensive position. You guys were supposed to stay there and defend. You stay here. I might need your help in case there's trouble. I hope you know what you're doing. I'm going in, hands up as much as possible. It could be one good reason not to unload the whole clip into your face. If you really were on the side of taking over the house, you would just do that without hesitating, because that means it would be that much easier to take the house. And it better be a damn good reason. I could have killed you. My friend has a name on you. I want to negotiate. I've come to bargain Doctor Strange style. I want to negotiate peace before a war breaks out between our groups. A war? Listen, son. I don't know what worlds you live in, but it's not going to be a war. It's going to be a massacre. You have nothing to give us that we can't take by force. Or can you prove me wrong? I'm listening. Well, who's the motorbike guy? Are you a sergeant? He must have a thing on his sleeve. People that were with you called you Sarge. Oh, and also that. Are you really a sergeant? Used to be. Sergeant first class to be specific. That doesn't matter anymore. It's the past. My nickname is all I have from that life. Your squad? That guy on the bike. You mentioned something about your men. Is it your squad? Oh man, is he that like are members of his army a part of this? He called them the Boy Scout Army, but so it's like a bunch of young guys, maybe from the literal military. Jesus, you've been listening to all that? Yeah, it's my squad, all right, or what's left of it. 4 men, and they still take orders from me, even if we're not soldiers anymore. And the motorbike guy, they call him Razor. What a dickhead. He probably gave himself that name. He's the leader of the gang, and technically my boss. Also a guy that will most likely kill you. I would avoid him at all costs if I were you. Why do you work for Razor? Are you kidding me? As if I had a choice. We were alone, me and what was left of my squad. There's no more army, no HQ, no government. We had nowhere to go. No supplies, no food, no shelter. Razor took us in exchange for our muscles, even if I'm not proud of it. Shit, we have nothing else to say. So that's all for now, I think. For now. Aren't we shooting each other next? I was hoping that could be avoided. Just go away and I'll pretend I haven't seen you, okay? I wouldn't mind talking a wee bit more. You again? No, okay, maybe that's everything that we have to say in this current situation. Can I get some fuel, please? I'll stay out of your way. There's room for 2. What a polite little situation we have here, where we're just willing to take turns filling up our fuels. In that case, I'll see you later, Sarge. So, guys, I talked to our buddy Sarge over there. What are you looking at me like that for? Just wondering why you let that guy live. Would have been easier to deal with them one by one. I'm not some cold-blooded murderer. You realize that we are living in times when it's us or them, right? It's not some fairy tale with a happy ending. Stop acting like a child, David. Grow up. Well, I didn't want it to come to that, okay? So, what do you think of this place? I saw it from the air and regretfully realized that they probably don't have any helicopter fuel. Apart from the fuel tank, this hole is pretty much useless. Let's take what we can and move on. You've probably pretty much talked about all of that before then, I would say. I think... Oh, there's a construction site. I am hoping there's no one around here so that we can have a chance to investigate that room that we could not access before, because... fingers crossed, there's going to be something useful in here. Do you think he also feels the blame? What? Who? David. For Cody's death. Yes, of course. Oh, God. Why don't you ask him yourself? I'm right here, you guys. Wouldn't that sound like I'm looking for a fight? Hey, do you blame yourself for Cody's death? Because you should. I appreciate all he does for us. Thanks, Barry. Appreciates you too. I don't have any quarrel with him. Sounds like maybe you do. I think you made it pretty clear that you do, Maybe you've learned, maybe you'll forgive me over time or whatever, but it seemed like you kind of do. A magazine. This issue's special report: Sidereal Plexus's coma clinic. It's a part of the weekly conspiracy. Maybe they have legit spaceships. Is it a real legit clinic for people in a prolonged comatose state, or perhaps it's something much more sinister than that? We at Weekly Conspiracy believe there is something more to it than meets the public eyes, so let's take a closer look at the mega corporation's newest investment, read more inside this issue. They don't have to be introduced to anyone. Electronics, computers, automotive industry, space exploration, you name it, their newly opened facility doesn't look like another cash grab by the corporation. A clinic for people in comas. If your loved one had the misfortune of falling into a coma, you might want some professional care for them. Is that where dreams are being inserted into our heads? Usually this kind of deal is super expensive. Sidereal Plexus' sleeper clinic, however, is dirt cheap. Why would a corporation focus solely on its own profits do something like this? People point out that this is just a PR stunt, an attempt to improve its image. While this is entirely possible, we don't believe it to be the truth. As we all know, the truth is always hidden much deeper. Some families that decide to use a clinic and who wish to remain anonymous, to Weekly Conspiracy readers, report seeing their loved ones in public walking around as if nothing had happened. Approached, they don't even recognize their family members, displaying totally different alien behavior. While the wake-up rate of people in comas is low in general, the reports of coma patients behaving like completely different people is unheard of. Could it mean Sidereal is using them for scientific experimentation? Brainwashing is one option, but we at Weekly Conspiracy have another possible and chilling solution. Sidereal Plexus is working on some sort of mind transfer technology. They're using people in comas as vessels for other consciousnesses. Not interested in the well-being of the owner of the original body. They are just using them as sleeves of sort. Ooh, that's straight out of, like, Altered Carbon, I think. While this is totally speculative, we lack the necessary proof. We have been contacted by a supposed former clinic worker who confirmed our theory. Unfortunately, all contact with that person, something is discontinued. We don't know who that person was or whether or not they were being truthful. We will continue this topic in future issues of Conspiracy Weekly, so stay tuned and remember, they want you to think we are the crazy ones. Good way to get all spun up. Not particularly useful, I would say. A bottle of oil and a bottle of rat poison. Those seem like good things. Just regular kitchen oil. I doubt if I'll be making French fries with it, but who knows? I'd better watch out where I spill it because it won't just dry like water. We are going to make some sort of Home Alone trap, aren't we? The label warning on the poison says that digesting it might cause nausea, internal bleeding, liver failure, or even death. Jesus. Were they trying to poison rats or elephants with this? Okay, we got a little bit more out of this trip than we were anticipating. That room had some stuff, some cool information. Had our first kind of run-in with this whole crew here. Do I want to improve the site? We have 6 hours. 6 hours seems like so much, doesn't it? Did I leave that stuff in the back here? I did. I'm unsure if it would make sense to apply both. Oh, I already gave away the revolver. Okay, so you could only spend this stuff on the rifle then. I'm going to do it. I'm going to spend an hour, and I'm going to spend another hour. And I've been really careful with time, and so I'm kind of keeping fingers crossed that I can, like, beef this thing up like crazy, and that I'll still have plenty of time to work with. I've been so cautious about it the entire day. I have to hope that I will still have plenty of time to work with. Kate, what about this place? We've got to be really careful. This place... Oh, shit, there's just people, like, right there. Seems to be swarming with those guys. Yeah, I could have told you that. What about you, Barry? What about you, Barry? Do you have anything insightful to provide? Oh, you didn't even say anything about Sarge before. Do you think we made a mistake? Of course not. We'd be no better than those thugs if we started killing everyone we see. There must be another way. We're not animals. You're right. I just hope we don't regret that decision. Stick to what you believe, David, no matter what. Maggie always said that your action describes who you are. And you're a good guy. What do you think? I think we should leave before they see us. Well, That's probably not the worst decision. Construction equipment, parking space. We did kind of pull up awful close, didn't we? It seems like this would be ridiculous. I don't think we want to go like all Action Jackson. I could sneak through there. Maybe they won't notice me. Guys, you better stay here. Are you sure this is a good idea? No, but it might work. Maybe there's a back door somewhere there. Alright, even if you sneak past the guards, even if you find a way in, what exactly do you intend to do? You're not exactly a special task forces type. I think I've earned a bit more street cred at this point. I'm just gonna look around. Maybe I'll find something useful. Don't get yourself shot. See? She does care about you after all. Shut up. Shut up, Barry. Oh, God. There's got to be a way to distract this guy, right? Or are we just going to sneak, crouch down behind things? Maggot, why? Why did I pick up a maggot? I don't want that. Use maggot on a corpse? I don't think so. Why did it immediately bring it up as an option to apply it like that? I'm creating an alternate save thing in case things go tits up here. This is taking a long time to play through this particular day of the game, and I don't really want to risk it. Use maggot. The maggot could be useful to distract the guard, but not directly. Maggots don't randomly fall from the sky. It would just make him more alert, if anything. I don't know what the hell you plan to do with it then. Where can I go? Use maggot on a way outside of the construction site. Nope, that does not make sense. Using the maggot seems so stupid. Use maggot on a hole in the wall. I can't see how that would work. I don't know, man. It would go crawling through. Yeah, I kind of wondered. if I was going to have to wait for him to physically look away. That was part of why I saved. Apparently it just loads you back there anyways. I mean, he did look to the side for a second. Did I make it further that time? I can't even tell. Maybe running is always going to be the wrong decision. Nope. Walking is certainly the wrong decision. I can't tell if I'm getting shot in different places. A fence shelf. Okay, there is one more thing in this area I can technically click on. Oh, shit. Okay. I didn't think about the fact that a bird would come there and land. I just thought, like, you'd see this tiny wriggling little maggot, and that seemed very unlikely. Oh, shit. Can I steal all of their ammo? Property of the government. Keep away from fire. Keep dry. It's a bit upsetting to think that these bullets will be flying in my general direction a few hours from now. Shit, I didn't take the bottled water with me. But I can probably pour oil on them. I don't want to take rat poison. I've taken some of their food. I've already taken some food. I don't want them to notice. Can we, like, listen in on these guys or anything? This might be the extent of the sabotage. It's, like, in this particular location. So I don't want to waste too much time or, like, overcommit or anything like that. After you poison the food, it'll no longer be safe to eat. Looking at the warning on the poison label, some thugs might expect nausea, internal bleeding, liver failure, or death. You cannot undo this action. Sometimes you have to do what you have to do to survive. On the other hand, are you that kind of person? Yeah, today I am. I've poisoned the food. I mean, Cody's loss changed me, okay? Use the kitchen oil on the ammo. They contain a lot of different kinds of bullets. Both are far too heavy or clunky to move. I've poured a lot of oil into the box. At least some of the bullets should fail when fired. That's some pretty damn good top to bottom sabotage, I would say. A lot of them are going to get sick. A lot of them are going to fail to be able to shoot. Man, I wonder if I could have, not... Is he going to stay looking the other way while I run through? That's lucky. Let me think on that for a second. Making the bullets not work is one thing. I didn't have to kill Sarge. I'm putting up a lot of bear traps and stuff, but, like, what else could I do as deterrence that would not kill these people and still have us possibly, like, survive this scenario, We don't have a ton of options to work with, in my opinion. Bottle of whiskey, so I guess if you feel super comfortable in, like, your setup for the night, rather than, like, cocking a rifle, you could just get drunk. Drink the night away. Bag of food. I guess that could come up at some point. I don't really see it being relevant anymore in the game. I mean, it hasn't come up yet. And, you know, we already weathered the cold night and stuff. I just don't see exactly where that might suddenly become a thing, you know? I'll duct tape it up. Might as well. Do I bear trap the bottom here or something like that? I didn't really talk Sarge out of anything. I didn't really appeal. He's still gonna participate, right? Like, did I record that at all? That feels unresolved, doesn't it? I feel like the last thing I can do now is set up bear traps and then hunker down with my rifle. So there's probably a value in talking to him and figuring this out first before we call it a day. You again. Hey, everyone came with me this time. No one like held back. Yes, you should. Is this taking you all this time because you're sitting here using your hands to try and get gas? What if I showed you how to get gas? Need some help? No. Come on. You'll never open this valve with your bare hands. You watched me do it, right? I definitely used a wrench. Why even help me? Because I feel it's the right thing to do. Oh, shit. Thanks. Semi-reluctant thanks, but I feel like he actually means it. Want to talk about it? Got enough fuel? Yeah, thanks for your help, I guess. No problem. I guess this is how it should be. We don't have to fight, you know. There's no need for violence. We can all live in peace. Can we? I'm not sure. You were a soldier, just let us go? I'm gonna lean harder on the soldier thing. A man of honor. Can't believe someone like you would sign up for slaughter of innocent people. Times have changed, son. I've changed. Nothing is as it used to be. Honor won't feed you. It won't give you shelter. Times have changed, and so did we, to survive. Act like a soldier. This is not how soldiers act. This is not who you are. I told you, I'm no longer a soldier. This is who I am now. I don't know, dude. Would your platoon feel that way? I'd tell him we have a spaceship. Now let's tell him about the moon first. The moon is falling on our heads. Yeah? Wow, I didn't notice. Maybe I was too busy trying to look after myself and my squad because the damn moon exploded and is falling on us. What I meant was, it was going to crash into Earth, like, really soon. Good. Good? It's all gonna end. It has to, this whole nightmare. Let me tell you a story, okay? Sure. Our squad was helping with evacuation. We were on a chopper, hovering above a football stadium where people had gathered. We were picking up the wounded to get them to safety. Suddenly, bam! Another earthquake started, and everything went to hell. Literally, the ground split open, bursting out red flames. Do you know the Bible? I'm not an expert. I wasn't a religious man either, but after seeing all this, after seeing a whole stadium of people being swallowed by hell itself in one chomp, it was then that I realized there is no hope. Nothing is going to end well. This is Judgment Day, the final chapter of mankind. Shit, do you know what? I wonder if we could have helped Sarge sooner, recruited him, if I could have saved Barry and he could have saved Cody, or other way around. But I wonder if that's how we all could have made it through. We might have a clue to where to find a spaceship. Yeah? What'd you need that for? To escape? To escape. You're out of your mind. Where would you escape? Well, there's a space station, supposedly. Son, I understand you want to survive at all costs, but this is being delusional. The entire world is dead. This isn't something you just escape from. You can't. There's nowhere to go. There's no magical kingdom, no wonderful utopia waiting for survivors. No space station will save you. Don't let anyone fool you like that. I still think there's got to be another way. We don't have to kill each other. I doubt that. Just let us go. We will leave the house if you want it that much. Nobody has to die. You and I both know this is not going to happen. You can leave, but Razor will follow you and hunt you down. Because you're more than just an obstacle for him. You're his prey. Dude, that's messed up. Okay, well, let's talk one more time about the soldier thing, because I may have missed a dialogue branch there. Time to rethink your life? Times are not just changing. The times are coming to an end. These are the final days. Can't you see? It'll all be over soon. Maybe. Yet we still bother. We're not all pulling bullets in our heads. We still fight to survive. Yes, we're still trying to survive against all odds. Still, we're most likely all going to die. Our time is running out. And here we are, standing in the wasteland with our hands close to our guns, preparing to fight like a bunch of idiots. What do you suggest we do then? Partner up. You should go. You should go? Let us go? You should go. Take your men and leave. What? You kidding? You don't like working for Razor? Be a decent man. I'm serious. Spend those last days decently, in peace, without spilling innocent blood for nothing. But if we're all gonna die, what's the difference? Nothing should matter. People will remember you as a good man. It's a difference for your squad. How about that? Do it altruistically. Do it for them. For your conscience. As we live, we often make mistakes. We lose our paths, then find them again, then lose them again. But in the end, we should at least be able to say that we tried, that we lived a good life as a good person, or we can spend our last moments remembering the faces of people we hurt. You're right. There is no point in denying it. I'll talk to my squad. We'll change our ways while we still can. Shit, yeah, man. I guess this is goodbye. I'll take my squad and leave right before dusk. Make no mistake, Razor will still try to get you. So, you'll have to deal with the rest of his men. How many people will he have? Without us, he's down to 15. Still, that's a hell of a lot more than you have. Good luck, son. You'll need it. Hey, Sarge. Thanks. Good luck out there in the wasteland. Right on. That feels like we did something very positive here today. That's a significant reduction in the amount of men who are going to come raining down on us. I feel like we still have a long ways to go in terms of protecting ourselves, but that's a pretty damn good start, I'd say. Good enough that I'm going to save over the other thing I did back at their hideout. That door is locked. I'm not going to bother messing around with it. I don't know where to place all of these bear traps. I have so damn many bear traps. I added a scope. I already talked about that. I decided to set some traps. So that's something. Do I set them immediately close to the house? Do I set them far away? I don't know. Do I set some inside of the house in case they, like, infiltrate? Another great question. I'm just gonna set them up all over the outside here and hope that they, like, don't get in. And we'll just hope that that's enough. I don't know. I think it's time to round this out, I would say. I don't think I ever spent any ammo from the rifle, so the rifle should be, like, fully stocked, locked, and loaded. Do I want to put power to the house? Would that be worthwhile? So that I could see? Or is that just going to help them see? I think I'm going to leave it off. Hey, David, maybe I'll help you carry something? Don't even try. I have the backpack. I like to keep it all. He's a hoarder. He just loves collecting stuff. Hey, they finally addressed the fact that no one helps. He just makes sure we have all the things we might need. Here, have a gun. Have a jacket. I'm king of all the things. I don't want to see his back snap. It'll be fine, Barry. We all carry our own burdens. Alright, we have a ton of time left for the day. I have no concept of if I've done enough preparation. It's very hard to judge. It's very hard to predict how this stuff will play out on this particular night. So I just kind of have my fingers crossed. A group of raiders, commanded by a man named Razor, arrived by dusk. I have to stop, like, everyone except for one, or I think I have to stop literally everyone. God damn it. They weren't trying to hide, circling our hideout with their bikes, engines roaring, angry voices screaming. Your time for slaughter has come, piglets, Razor himself shouted through a megaphone. Is that really necessary, dude? And I will be your wolf. Some of his gang was missing. The dinner that they tasted, that day tasted weird. Some of the gang members complained about headaches and stomach trouble. One of them simply died, choking on his own vomit. Jesus Christ. Another 2 were unable to fight. So we only took 3 out? We got 2 dead bodies here, it looks like to me. The poison neutralized 3 people in total. Sarge was about to talk with his men about leaving Razor's group when the poisoning happened. One of the victims was his squad member. Sarge knew who put that poison there. The deal was off. It was time to seek revenge. Shit, are you kidding me? 17 men, including Razor, closed in to attack. God damn it, Sarge. Fuck. So I took out 3, but I could have taken out 5. I thought it would be a compound thing. Shit. The attackers opened fire. Bullets swooshed through the air. Some flew far too close to your head, decorating the walls of the house with numerous small holes. Some of the guns didn't spit out any deadly projectiles. With a dry click, they refused to work properly. Did someone meddle with their ammo supply? Teehee. Three of the attackers found themselves unarmed and had to retreat before the attack had even truly started. Sitting in the window, armed with a sniper rifle, you fired at the attackers. With the view enhanced by a scope, you managed to hit 4 of them, sending them to the dusty dirt. They didn't get up afterwards. Keeping some extra ammo near was a good idea, even if it was accidental. With that extra ammo, you managed to shoot 1 more thug as he was nearing the house. Before dusk, you placed some traps around your house. Out of 4 traps, 3 caught Razor's men. Hurt and unable to proceed, they retreated, happy to be alive. You closed and locked the front door. You closed and locked the back door. You put solid metal bars on all the windows. While they were forcing their way in, Kate shot 2 of them with cold blood. After that, she had to retreat upstairs as entry to the house was breached. Barry was holding his revolver near, waiting patiently for the bad guys. Then he just aimed and started firing. They were advancing, though he was in a much better defensive position. After a short exchange of fire, he managed to kill 2 of the attackers. Shit, I thought he was going to lose, because it seemed like he was not good at this. The last 2 attackers advanced, and you ran out of options. Cornered, surrounded, you had to fight. Barry put up a violent fight, but was shot after a short struggle with the attackers. You didn't manage to protect him. At least they were focused on him while you had time to act. Filled with rage and anger, you barely remember what happened. You grabbed a weapon from one of the fallen bandits and started shooting. All the humanity in you was gone. Only revenge left, revenge and despair. These last 2 would have... If I would have chased away Sarge's group. Shit. Until they were all dead. All but Razor. And then I also killed Razor. The fight was tougher than you thought. You defeated them, but not without any losses on your end. You survived, but not all your friends were that lucky. The remaining survivors gathered at dawn behind the house and started digging a grave for a fallen friend. Plus 1 hour penalty added to the next day clock. Fuck. That did not go well. Yeah, I'm going to be a bum, and I'm going to reset that, I think. I just don't want to miss out on all Barry's witty banter, and also it'll make the last day easier because I can split tasks more ways. So yeah, I'm cheating a wee little bit. It's just... I'm aware, okay? I didn't reset when the little boy died, but I only have so much death I can stomach, apparently. I'm also curious if we keep Sarge around, if maybe he'll come help us in some way on the final day. I feel like he'll be too busy dealing with his own men, though. Speedily clicking through everything again really makes you realize how much dialogue there actually is in this game. Holy crap. Holy crap, I think I just realized that the OK font might be the same font that we use for the intros in this channel, where it says, like, Graeme or the name of whoever's playing. I'm not 100% on that, but I'm fairly confident it's the same one. It looked familiar to me. Either that, or it's just like, it might be an original graphic, and it's just that is such a generic-ass looking font that it happened to look the same. I'm suspicious. Apparently you can summon the bird and still get shot. You gotta give it a little bit of a window for the bird to arrive and him to be startled, and then you can run. Alright, man. This time, I guess I'm not poisoning anyone. As fun as it seemed like it would be. It's weird that we got all hung up on that as a prospect, even though, like, we're still gonna put people in traps and shoot them and things. Perhaps the idea... Oh, I forgot to give Barry the revolver during my talk with Sarge. I'll give it to him again before all this is over. But I guess those are... It's in desperation. It's not such a sneaky move. And maybe we can tell ourselves we didn't actually kill them. That maybe it just... we just grazed them. You know, non-lethal wounds. Okay. I think it's time to let all that plan out again then. You can't hold on to the whiskey as a thing. I had put it in the treasure chest or whatever last time. This time I carried it around with me. So Razor comes, he comes yelling at me, same as before. When the bandits moved out from their base, a small group split from them and went in the opposite direction. Sarge wasn't brave enough to confront Razor, but he thought things through sufficiently. He and his 4 men never showed up to attack you. 15 men, including Razor, keep attacking. Their bullets swooshed through the air. Some of their guns didn't work, so 3 of them were taken out. I went on a crazy sniper spree. I had extra ammo. I had a bunch of bear traps outside. Closed the doors as people were fighting their way in. Kate takes out 2. Barry takes out 2. The other one, Razor himself, survived. Oh, wait, there's a bit more going on here. After a short exchange of fire, he managed to kill 1 of the attackers. The other one, Razor, survived. Razor was the last raider. His plan had failed. He knew his gang was over. This didn't make him less dangerous, though. He didn't put like a bullet in his own head, did he? On the contrary, he had nothing to lose now, as he jumped right at you with a mad look in his eyes. In the final moment, Kate saved you by hitting him in the head with the back of her gun. It was over. Shit, Razor's... Did we kill Razor, though? Or are we going to try and, like, convert this dude? The fight was tough, but with the tactical advantage of your hideout and proper preparations, you managed to defeat them all with just some minor wounds on your end. You survived to see another day. No bonuses or anything for myself this time. A little bit of cheating there, perhaps, but I kind of didn't think I could make it through the 4th day without having Barry there to back us up. So I made a little bit of a game time decision there. Sorry, Cody. I didn't want to have to restart entirely, so that wasn't salvaged. I don't know if you could have. That's going to weigh on me pretty hard, I think. Shit. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you again soon.